Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Educationalists are always exploring ways to improve learning outcomes and meet the changing needs of the modern world. New technologies and innovative teaching methods are amongst the big ideas on the table. We explore what impact these approaches are having on students. Typically, it is the teacher who delivers a lesson in the classroom, followed by homework for the students. But how about swapping this process around? How would that work? We visit the US to find out more about this revolutionary flipped classroom model.
It's early in the day at Warren High School in Chicago, and teachers are preparing materials a little different to those used in most classrooms.
We came up with the idea in 2006 and 2007 when we were teaching at a small rural school in Colorado, where we realized that our students were struggling with some of the basic content when they went home, and we realized that the best time for them to learn was when they were with us in the class. So the flipped class is really a very simple idea. You take the lecture piece of class, and your kids watch those lectures at home using some software, and then what used to be done at home is now done in the class.
One of the advantages I have found was it takes the teacher from being in the classroom or in the front of the classroom the entire time to allowing students to become teachers and allowing them to be accountable for their own education, helping, asking questions, leading the discussions. Flipped Classroom has allowed more time in the classroom to have those conversations about mathematical concepts rather than me lecturing.
I think that's just the reality of content.
Learning World dropped in on an informal workshop and a discussion between John, the co-founder of Flipped Class, and a few teachers.
Senses to really be successful. One of the most important and beneficial things that I've been able to do in my classroom since I flipped now is to teach them how to study for a math test. You know, like I teach them to do the worksheet and then check their answers, correct that worksheet.
And that was
one of the students explains the advantages of the flipped class from the learner's perspective.
My time is more efficient with the flipped classes because that way I'm able to access the video at any time at any given time during the day. You know, you're able to pause it, take notes, you're able to rewind it, and you really can't do that in real life when the teacher's teaching. So.
Yes, I have noticed a change. Her work is more efficient. She understands things in a shorter time. She has more confidence.
Flipped class may be an unconventional method with theory work done at home and practical work done in school, and it takes a little getting used to for teachers and students, but its users say the results are impressive.
Now, what happens if classrooms are overcrowded and learning resources are limited? Well, for many children in the slums of Kenya, these conditions are a reality which leaves many discouraged from going to school. But one project is tapping into the latest technologies to try to keep students in the classroom. Let's see what they are doing.
The entire Kenyan primary school curriculum just a few touches away. That's the magic of the so-called Ilumu tablet, which means electronic teacher in Swahili. It's used in this classroom in a poor area of Nairobi, where most kids can't afford to go to well-equipped schools and dropout rates can be up to 40%. Students are at a disadvantage with just a few textbooks available, but Ilumu has changed all that.
Like now, I'm learning a topic on parts of a plant, that's in science, in Elimu. Getting to know more about the roots, the stems, the branches, the transpiration, and all the activities that take part in a plant.
We get to learn more in using the tablets because the books are shallow, you don't get more information.
The challenge mostly, we had to start involving them and showing them how to use this Elimu app. Now they are used to it and they're doing each work with it very well.
E-Lumu was co-designed by Nivi Mukherjee from Nairobi. The idea came to her while working in slum schools. A lack of materials led to poor motivation among the students, she says, but they were deeply interested in her tablets and phones.
Whenever they'd see me interact with the gadgets, they'd get very involved. I started looking for videos and animations and songs that would help them learn things better. And I just saw what an impact it would do. Rather than loading it up as a textbook in PDF, we had animations, videos, and just a constant, striving to make that learning process fun and interesting and engaging for the students.
Peter Lalo is the founder of the school. He says E-Lumu has improved national exam scores.
The whole class is coming from 289 going to 300, like the last exam we had now is 300. And hopefully in the final examination, we are going to add other points onto what we have today.
As for the children, they might be a little closer to fulfilling their dreams.
I want to become a lecturer.
A pilot.
There are now 1,000 students in Kenya using E-Lumu tablets. The ambitious goal for next year is 10,000 across the country.
Chinese schools continuously top world educational rankings, but experts say many students are suffering as a result of the extreme pressure to perform well in exams. Some schools are now experimenting with a different approach to try to improve the situation. Let's have a look.
On first appearances, Kunshan Qingdeng Primary School looks like any other in China. But here they're breaking the mold of traditional Chinese rote learning methods. In this literature class, the children discuss their opinions.
In this lesson, I want pupils to interact with each other and with me. The aim is to give them more autonomy through communication in their daily lives. The text we're reading today is about dreams. So I'd like every student to talk about their own dreams.
Xinjiang School is one of 1,800 in China which are part of what's dubbed the New Education Experiment Program, a nationwide private education project. Its stated aim is for teachers and students to lead a happy and integrative educational life. There is a special focus on daily life, and participants are encouraged to write about their school on an open online network.
Here we can share photos, essays, articles, and other things we've done with teachers during class. We can post everything. I personally share my homework and other things I like for people to see.
Exam success is not the main goal. New education schools focus on literature, communication skills and creative thinking. They aim to boost children's confidence while respecting traditional values and local culture.
The materials and activities are linked to the student environment. Shendeng Konshun is, for instance, the birthplace of an opera called Konshu. So our program includes several parts about Konshu.
All schools in the program receive special textbooks from the New Education Institute. They host regular seminars in which teachers share their experience. There's also an online platform for pooling knowledge. The founder of the New Education program logs on every day. He says teachers' well-being is paramount.
Teachers have to grow into it along with their students. In their daily work, they should enjoy feelings of dignity and fulfillment. That's why we focus a lot on the teachers. Their reading material, their writings, their personal development, all of this is going to influence their students' development.
And the approach seems to be working. Students who've gone through the program are said to have done well in national exams.
Now over to you. What new approaches do you think could improve learner achievement? Which of our 3 examples do you find the most efficient? Leave your comments on our social media pages. We always love hearing from you. Goodbye.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.